milestone, Elijah. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, dude. If you ever decide that you want to start, shooting towards a monetized channel, let me know, because I'll do exactly what I did for P-Dubs, where I'll put your videos on autoplay. So like when I'm out at work, you're just stacking up watch hours from me. But yeah, let me know if you want to. Let me know if you want to do that, because I'm more than willing to extend to you the same courtesy I extended to PW, and will be, anyway. Many kitties today. We got Scream Queen Pauline in the house, Winston, Marble Cat, Tatiana, Denise the Manice over here. Manice! Meow! Meow! Hey, Marble Cat. Hey, T. Nope, another day without Big V. I don't love that. Here comes Liz. Oh, P-Dubs. Sorry, no worries. I was just saying that if Elijah, because Elijah says he just hit 50 watch hours. So I said, if he ever decides that he wants to shoot for a monetized channel, I'll do exactly what I did for you when you were approaching your 3,000 hours, where I just left your live streams on autoplay, and they just kept playing and 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 etc. until, and if, I did this. I offered the same thing to Mick D. Poor as well. Where it's like, if you look, dude, if you ever want to go shoot for a monetized channel, let me know, and we will do the things for Mick D. Poor, of course. All right. In other news, no Big V. I don't love this. I kind of. It's my hope, to be honest with y'all, that like Big V is migrating to the Fats colony, because seeing him of late has been kind of spotty at this location, which is it's not the end of the world, but it is slightly worrisome. Also, can I just ask, how's the audio quality? We've been having some. I don't know, Elijah. I think it also might be just a case of like, maybe it's cold and he doesn't want to come out this late, and like if I show up at like closer to 7:30, 8, he might want to show up, but like at almost midnight, he's like, nah, David. All right, awesome, yeah. Funny story about the audio. So I went to reorder the exact same headphones, or like I went to, I lost the like little the hold on one second. The audio is about to go stinky doo doo caca. This little like tiny thing that connects to my phone. Anyways, so I decided on a whim, because I was looking at the Amazon listing. I'm like, oh, they have an option that's specifically designed for iPhones that predate the introduction of the universal USB-C, which is great, because I don't have. I have an older iPhone that doesn't have the USB-C. I have the Lightning connector. Ah! Sorry, I had to pop my trunk. But yeah, the thing. So I was like, well, and then I saw a listing, and it was cheaper for like the iPhone 14 and earlier option specifically. And I was like, well, I have an iPhone 14 and earlier, and come to think about it, it might be like, helpful to me if I didn't have to like put the adapter from USB-C to Lightning. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna get the iPhone 14 and earlier one, and I did, and that's what we're rocking right now. Unfortunately, they have zero backwards compatibility with the charging case that came with the old one. They nor do the mics from the old charging case have any forward compatibility with this iPhone specific transceiver. So while I now once again have 2 batteries, I thought I might have 4. And for this, I blame Tim Cook. I guess. But yeah, point is, audio quality kind of doo-doo garbage, but I do apologize. Audio quality way more better now. That's Pauline. Big V! Big V! Ow! Hello, Patrick Original Old UT or YT. How's it going, friend? We're here with the kitties. There's Winston. Or sorry, that's me. That's Winston. Meow. Winston has an opinion that he would like to let everyone know. He says meow. Everybody, if you're in the chat and you're watching, please say hello. I like it when you say hello. I like it when people are nice to me. That's the real reason I do this thing, is just so that I can, like, you know, karma farm people being nice to me. Meow. Meow. Okay, we have a little V. Little V has decided to grace us with her presence. Unfortunately, that also is exactly what happened on, I think it was Monday? Was it Monday? I think it was Monday. All right, that's how to do it. Good enough. Meow. Bennies. Also, I also come to think about it, no Dick Grayson either. That's a little worrisome. Like I said, we're not gonna panic about it. You know, panicking is the worst thing you can do. Anywho, but the same way we're not gonna panic because there's just not that many cats out right now. I brought a ton of containers. We're only gonna let out 6 because I don't want to, like, y'all remember from last time I was here. Well, I was also late, and there were also not so many cats. I wasted a lot of food. Well, I didn't waste it because it all eventually got either eaten or it got sent off to the fats. But like, I didn't love that, to be honest with you. Hey, Winnie. All right, 4 and 6. So yeah. In other news, some minor channel housekeeping and whatnot. On the live prior to this one, the at home live, we did basically finalize the things you got to do to enter the David 2000 subscribers giveaway. And like I mentioned in that one, there's 2 tiers. I still have not had a chance yet, to be honest with y'all, to cut out that specific part of the live and make it into like a video where I can share it with other people. And I also realized I forgot to do like a hashtag, but also I kind of feel like for my 2K sub giveaway live, the hashtag is somewhat less necessary because it's not just a hashtag thing. Like, there are very specific permutations of things that y'all need to do, including but not limited to sending me visual confirmation of who it is. Yeah, sorry, visual confirmation that you've done something to help animals, like the receipt from a donation to an SPCA, or your like volunteer sheet that you volunteered at a shelter or something. So yeah, we need that. We need and we need, obviously, like I said, for those of you all going for the grand prize, which is the big brass beautiful pack lock, we need the donation, number 1, and we need to see you guys picking a blue belt and up difficulty lock with a pet visible the entire time. If you don't have a pet, y'all get to go to a pet shop and pick a lock in view of a pet. And if that's illegal, guess you're going to have to find either a friend or the pet, or option B, get creative. But yeah, if you want the not grand prize, just the prize, is that? Meow. Meow. Oh no, that's Neville. I'm like, Neville's getting big. I thought that was Fats for a second. Yeah. If you want to be entered into the regular prize, same thing. You still have to do a donate. You still have to do something good for the animals. But instead of having to pick a blue belt and above lock, it's any lock with. with any pick tool. No bumping, no bypassing, but if you want to rake, zip, single pin pick, I don't care. For the lower prize, any method of pick and turning tool, opening of any lock of any difficulty is cool. And I will also include a link for the people who've never picked a lock before on how to get a Covert Instruments FNG set for under $10 and some good intro locks that are really easy to open on camera, even if you've never picked a lock before, namely the Master 141. Licarvi! Oh, oh, look, incoming Denise the Menace. All right. If you want to tag me, that's cool. But like I said, you're gonna have to, you know, if you want to tag me in the videos, that's cool. But like, y'all are also gonna have to either message me via either Discord, Instagram, or via the the David Romano and Kat's email address that I usually put in the description of most of my long format videos. One of those contact methods, and you're gonna have to, and through one of those contact messages, I'm gonna need a link or a tag of the video plus photographic evidence of you doing something to help animals. But yeah, once you've provided me with those two things, I will, throw your name in the hat, and then I think I've been thinking about it. We're gonna run it all the way to the end of the year. So yeah, last day to enter will be December 31st, 2025, 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. That might give you Aussies an extra day, but on the other hand, you're also a day ahead, so it's kind of a wash. Menace! Hey, I got pets from a cat. I got pets from Marble Cat earlier, but hey, Menace. Nice to see you, Menace. All right. But yeah, like I said, I was looking at other people's giveaways, and I'm like, wow, I totally forgot to include like a hashtag. But like, first off, what would it be? Like David 2K? Okay, whatever. But like, I realized that I actually am requiring things that require submissions to me directly, namely the proof of either donation or volunteering. And yeah, y'all are gonna have to send me that somehow. So since that requires sending, you kind of don't need a hashtag. I mean, we can make one. I can decide, but like, yeah, the primary thing is y'all got to send me the video proof of you picking a lock and the photographic proof of y'all doing good things for animals, preferably homeless animals. Hello, hello, Ella W6N. Thank you so much. I do my best. Kitties, go eat. Go eat. Meow, 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 meow. Incoming kitties. Come on, Lil V. Lil V. Little V. All right, we got Denise the Menace eating already. Incoming. Who dat? Is that one of the gray cats, or is that Scream Queen Pauline? I cannot tell from all the way back here. Looks like one of the gray cats. Looks like it could be Dick Grayson. Hey, Dick Grayson, where the heck were you, dude? Can you find your bonded pair? If you are indeed Dick Grayson, can you please find your bonded pair, Big V? We're looking for him. Hey, Marble Cat. All right, we got Little V. Not to be confused with Big V. Sorry, by the way, if any of y'all are sending like chat or like contributing in Chathu, I can't see it right now. I'm consolidating all the like extra juice in the cans into one can, and I am also trying to clean up a little bit. Cleanliness is good, because I'm not Gordon Gecko. I've got other priorities other than greed. Oh, yeah, now we got a full house. Let's go. Neville ran away just because I said words, because Neville is a wuss. Neville for you new viewers, by the way, is that black and white cat with the little black spats on his front legs. Not to be confused with Winston, who's a black and white cat with no spats on his front legs. That's the easiest way to tell them apart. Winston is currently not in frame, although he was in frame for quite some time. He decided to step out and watch the proceedings taking place. I'd like Tatiana to come out. That's what I'm waiting for at the moment. Mrs. T, I know you're under that dumpster. All right, Chris the cat is about to enter the chat. Let's go, Chris the cat. Go, go, go. There he is, Chris the cat, entering the chat. He's kind of fat. That rhymed. Nice. I'm a poet and I know it. Hope I don't blow it. Also, in other news, everybody, this week, I've decided this weekend, unless I get called in to work, in which case, you know, it's not going to happen. But this weekend, barring any unforeseen illness and or work complications, I think we're going to be finally going on an urbex adventure to the high desert of California. Because there's stuff I want to explore. There's stuff I'd like to show y'all, and I can't do that from this. I can't do that from this colony. Like, there's a couple. Like, I'm kind of. Hold on. Let me finish this consolidation, and then I'll tell y'all what my thought process is vis-a-vis this weekend and live and exploring. I know y'all can't tell me personally to my face, but somebody please tell me, can you hear me like trying to like clean the cans, or, and if you can, is it loud or is it kind of like, whoop, whoop. Man, Neville is getting big, dudes. Yeah, how are you such a wuss when you're that large, dude? You're like a large boy, big boy. Excuse me. I apologize. Pardon the belch. Because, excuse me. All right. All right, let me reapproach the thing slowly to not scare cats. Bye, Neville. What it was. Bootsy's also pretty scared. Come on, T. I see you under that dumpster. Come on, Tatiana. What's up, Gina? What's up, Faithless? Okay, good. It's not too bad. Hello? I believe that's Jap. Oh, wait. I don't know, dude. If it's Japanese. Elijah, I don't know where Big V is. I didn't see him on Monday either. I wasn't here on Wednesday. But yeah, I don't know where he is. I'm a little worried. Okay. And yes, for the person typing in, I think it's Japanese. I'm sorry I can't understand what you're writing, but thank you so much for watching. And if it is Japanese, konnichiwa. Oh, they say they love me in Japan? Arigatou gozaimasu. All right, I'm pretty much running out of all the Japanese that I can speak right now. Sorry, guys. But it's good to be loved. I would very much like Tatiana to come out from under the dumpster and come eat. All right, you know what? Let's see if we can carefully coax her a little bit. No, 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 don't run away. Gray cat. Your tea. Success. For those of y'all new to the channel, Tatiana is one of the great originals of this colony, so it's very important. We all love her. She's the best, and you know, she's a little bit on the sick side, so it's very important whenever I see her that she does eat. Anywho, let's move out of here. And can I just say to everyone, Yasso. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that Elijah. That Big V is indeed gone walkabout. Yeah, no Big V again. It's unfortunate, but you know, it's what we can't. You know, I can only feed the cats that are here. Um, you know, and I hope he shows back up again imminently. Either that, or to be honest with y'all, if he decided to permanently move in with Fats down the block, that'd be cool with me. Like, it's not, I'd miss him at this colony, but it seems like that colony is a little more, or like that area is a little more friendly and understanding of the cat feeders. So maybe if all the social cats start moving there, it's not the end of the world. I just don't want to put them in danger while they move there. So like the way Charlie tried to like kick me out of here a while back, and I tried to like feed them by the street. I don't want to do that again. I didn't like doing that. And I'm glad I didn't have to continue doing that, because like I said, feeding these guys that close to well, it's not a major thoroughfare, but to any place where, you know, Angelinos are going 50 miles an hour in a 35 zone. Don't worry, I'm also included in these Angelinos going 50, so I'm not talking down to them. I'm just saying it's a dangerous place for cats to go that close. Anywho, but yeah, no Big V today. Little annoying, little frustrating. On the plus side, Faithless, before you showed up, Marble Cat is here today. So yeah, we do have a Marble Cat. I didn't see Dick Grayson, but we do have a Marble Cat. So that's so. And I did get some brief pets from Denny's the Menace too. So I'm not completely like pets free tonight, which is always something to shoot for. Is you want some pets if possible. Ow! Big V. I think some crazy homeless person is actually aping my Big V vocalization, because I'm hearing in the background. Like, y'all can't hear it because it's on the other side of the street, and obviously the microphone's not picking up. But I think some schizo homeless dude just started hitting me with a bit of echolalia on the Big V vocalizations. Hey, Dick Grayson. Indeed. Long live Marble Cat. Yeah, Marble Cat looks to be doing well. I just saw Dick Grayson. Here he comes. Come on, Dick Grayson. Sorry, Winnie. Sorry, Liz. Come on, Dick Grayson. What's up, Dick Grayson? Where's your bonded pair? Come on, DG. And yes, as I've said in the past, and for any of the new channel viewers, all the Gray cats have the word Gray in their name somewhere. So this is Dick Grayson. We've got Lady Jane Grey. She was here earlier, but she ran away. And there's also Sasha Grey. And yes, Sasha Grey is named after the humanoid Sasha Grey. Every now and then I do get a little risque. I try to be as family friendly with these videos as humanly possible, but the fact of the matter is that I'm a professional cook. I curse like a sailor. I do my best not to on video, but it just happens. But yeah, all right. While I'm consolidating this container, I'd love for some pets, Dick Grayson. Hey, T. Hey, Liz. All right, let me stay on target. Stay on target. Stay on target. They came from behind. All right. Big V. Would you like to show up, Big V? Here you go. Dick Grayson, switch with me, okay? Here you go. You get this one. I get this one. Square deal? Square deal. We are fair in our negotiations, are we not, Dick Grayson? Oh, Tatiana is peeking her head out. She wants to eat more. We will give her more. Good girl, T. Good boy, Dick Grayson. All right, let me check in on Matthew McConaughey right now. What's up, Acandroid? Long time no see, man. Glad you could stop by. But yeah, and in case I think I've said hello to everybody so far, but in case I didn't, what's up to everybody? Thank you so much for stopping by. What am I going to be? Professional YouTuber for a second. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Blah. All right, y'all. Let's do a quick reconnoiter of the area and see what's due. Oh, no. Okay. Oop. You're good, Dick Grayson. Good boy. Oh, I'm sorry you can't sleep, Gina. That sucks. I actually had a wicked insomnia attack yesterday and didn't get to sleep till like 5 a.m. Uh, my body is still having some difficulty adjusting out of the friggin' Halloween Horror Nights sleep rhythm, but you know we're making progress slowly but surely. But it's definitely taking me a little bit. Yeah, we got Dick Grayson, we got Mrs. T, we got Liz under there. In other news, Elijah and or Pocket Woman or a Candroid, actually, any one of you. So just saying. Oh, hey P, who it is? Hey Chris, is this Chris the cat? Oh, no, it's Liz. No, it is Chris the cat. Pauline and Chris the cat, the married couple. All right, I know she ran away, but the little gray cat with boots, Tatiana. The little gray cat with white boots. I just call her Bootsy the Gray. She doesn't really have a name. So, you know the rules for gray cat naming? There has to be the word gray in there somewhere. But P-Dubs, Elijah, and a Candroid, you guys, do me a favor, throw me out some gray cat names with the word gray in the name, and we'll see if we can actually give Bootsy the Gray a more permanent name. I'm sorry to Gina, I didn't include you in that one, but that's because you actually have a cat named after you already, Gino, the orange and white cat, who I haven't seen in a while, but he's still here. But yeah, somebody throw me out some gray cat names for a gray cat with white feet or white boots. All right, in other news, let me grab my car keys. All right, we're gonna go check out the Fats Colony quite briefly while these guys are eating. Also good to see we've got some food, we got some water. All right, let's go check in on Fats, and I wonder if Big V is gonna be over there. Big V. But yeah, I get the feeling like as I was doing my like little cat patter vocalization, some homeless dude over there was like, Dr. Bunny, I'm gonna imitate this guy because my life sucks. All right. Silver Gracie May Gray. That's a pretty good one. I actually like that one. Although I feel like that's inevitably gonna like because I'm terrible. Silver Sylvia is funny too, but I like Gracie May Gray better. Although I get the feeling that name is going to devolve into GMG because that's how. Also, in case anybody was curious, yes, the homeless Habitat for Humanity is still very much in place. Meow! Fats! Hey, Fats! Meow! Is Big V here? Is Big V here? Meow! Meow! Hey, Fats! Meow! Hey, Fats! These are all. Misty Gray is good too, or Dusty Gray. Gives a very dusty Springfield vibe. We got, but I keep coming back to Gracie May Gray. I feel like Gina might have just knocked it out of the park with her first submission. Hey, what up, Fats? Mr. Fats. Have you seen Big V? Mr. Fats. Where's Big V, dude? Have you seen him? Mr. Fats. Mr. Fats. You want food, dude? All right, let me go get my car. Can you, like, if Big V is in this area, can you, like, fetch him for me? I'd like to see him. I missed the dude. Oh, thank you for the bonk. Yeah, I mean, Gina, you know, Fats is like an extra special guy. Although he's straight out of Central Casting, and I think as I walk away, he's gonna try and attack me. No? All right, sit tight, Fats. I'll be right back. I just gotta go fetch my car. All right. Like I said, if you find Big V, please fetchy, 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 fetchy. Tea bags. Damn, that's whole leaf tea. Oh, never mind. Oh, I get it. It's because it's from Starbucks. Ugh. Mmm. Frozen? No, never mind. It's like a Fanta. I thought it was frozen piss for a second. I gotta tell you, I've put thousands because of my jobs. I've put thousands of miles on my car. They are quiet, Gina. It's 12:30 in the morning right now, and this is not like a major thoroughfare. And it's also like a bit of a commercial district. So yeah, it's pretty chill. You get the occasional straggler car, but like everybody else is either doing stuff that's of poor repute, option A, or option B, they're asleep, which is what I'd like to be actually, and which is what I will be. Hey, Winnie, wouldn't it be hilarious if I came back and then Big V is just chilling, eating? It's like, dude, I missed you. All right, who we got? Little Gracie May Gray is running away over there. Chris the cat is also running away. Winston is or not Winston. That's Neville. Of course, Neville's running away. Other gray cat is running away. Everybody is running away. Hey, kitty. Big V. Big V. All right, still no Big V. Like I said earlier, you can only feed the cats that you see that are here. Let's go take care of Fats now. Excuse me, both of you. You know what, Gina? I do sometimes, but like, here's the thing. I don't consider myself a like. While I do have tremendous generalized anxiety and whatnot, I don't consider myself I consider myself a fairly street smart and unscared person when you get to stuff like that. So, you know, after several years of riding city buses, nice. I got my container from earlier in the week. Hell yeah. Maybe the guys finally realized that like we are an unstoppable force, us cat feeders, and you can put all the signs out you want. We can't be stopped. I like it. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had crazy people or drunk people come up to me and like do stuff, and that does scare me. But like garden variety people just going about their garden variety stuff, even if they're a little bit crazy, is like it doesn't really faze me. Like as long as they leave me alone, I'm gonna leave them alone. You know? Now, that being said, once I was shooting the shit with the guys over here with the cats, and some drunk dude thought I was talking smack to him or something and started like, you know, very very like my life sucks, but I'm macho alpha. And he's like, hey man, what you fucking talking about? And he's trying to, what you say to me? You want, and I'm like, I didn't say shit to you, bro. Just back off. And what I did was I took the tripod and I pushed it up against his chest like that to basically hold him at arm's length. And he's like, sir, why are you touching me? I'm like, because you're charging at me. This is self-defense. If you have a problem, take me to court. But yeah, yeah. I mean, and you know, and like I said, crazy people do crazy stuff. But as long as they're like, you know, I mean, some of the live streams that we've been doing of late, actually, there's been crazy people just going around going, dude, just screaming and yeah. Same here, Faithless. I'm tempted to stop by during the weekend if I have the time, and just hopefully he's okay. Because yeah, I do worry about the dude. But yeah, and I feel that as well, Gina. Like I, you know, yeah. I mean, you definitely but like I said, you definitely worry about the crazy people. But generally speaking, crazy people are in their own head, not yours. So like I said, you just leave them alone and ignore them, and they'll just go about hurling invective at whatever imaginary friend has like pissed them off somehow. But yeah, but me personally, I'm not like, you know, I'm very live and let live in that regard. Okay, let's go. Let's go pop in on Fats really quickly. Give him a container of food, and then I will go home and we will call the stream. But anyways, while I'm driving over to Fats, not that it's going to take very long, but while I'm heading on over to Fats, I think tentatively on Sunday, I gotta tell y'all, I'm super like chomping at the bit. I want to explore this abandoned mining town in the high desert, Eagle Mountain, that I was talking about a while back. But I don't know. I've never been there before, and I don't know. Holy smokes! It's Gino the cat. What's up, Silvana? Hey, Gina, look, here's the cat that's named after you. It's Gino the cat. Long time no see, Gino. I actually got him. I'm actually one of. This is actually one of the cats that I TNR'd personally. What's up, dude? I got Fats and Gino. Actually, you know what's kind of funny is that Hector actually sent me a video that he got to pet Gino recently. I don't think I get those. I don't think I have that privilege quite yet, but we'll give some food out. Fats has an opinion. Meow. This is the Japanese car sound that your lights are still on, you knucklehead. You know what, Silvana? Um, he I don't see him that much anymore, and as you know, I kind of have a policy where if I don't see cats, I don't leave food just because I don't want to waste. Um, but yeah, there's a video. Um, if you go, there's a video in my shorts because I actually managed to like. Whee! Can I get another jump, Fats?
Mr. Fats.
What's up, Big G? So yeah, there's actually a short video of me actually, like, I put my camera sideways, and yeah, I'm gonna feed you right now, Fats. Oh my God, turbo Accord station wagon. No lie, I love the Accord station wagon. I agree, Faithless. Fats. Hey, don't intimidate poor Gino over there. You intimidate Gino and you intimidate poor Napoleon? You're just straight out of central casting, my boy. Uh-oh, sound has gone low. Are we back with sound now? Yeah, Fats has got no patience. Yeah, I accidentally bopped the little connector on the bottom, and because my phone is old, it briefly disconnected the audio. Fats? Meow? he bit the dead cat. Fats. Yes, sir. I need to put the dead cat back on, if you don't mind. Sorry, folks, if there's weird noises, but miniature dead cat got to go back on so we can have audio of the live cats. Fats. Dude, you scared poor Gino away. Why'd you do that? Meow! Sorry, folks, bear with me. I'm trying to fix the mic. All right. We're back with sound. Fats? Okay, Mr. Fats. Hey! I knew you were going to try some BS. Straight out of central casting, young Fats is. No swinging at me, dude. I'm going to feed you. You just got to not be a douche canoe for like 30 seconds. Here. Entertain the people. Nope. Scratch, 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 scratch. Good boy, Fats. Good boy, Fats. Good boy, Fats. Hey, Gino! I see you pulling up to my car. I like it. Tail up. I like that too, although it's kind of a nervous tail up rather than an excited tail up. Do not, Fats, stop it. Brother, you need to stop intimidating the other kitty cats. Yes. Yes. Yes, Fats. I'm aware that you're a strongly opinionated kitty catto. All right, Meowza. Yeah, like I always say, Fats is straight out of central casting. There's no cat quite like him, for better or for worse. All right. There you go, big boy. Excuse me, big boy. Good boy. Incoming Gino. Gino, let's see if we can get you over here, my dude. Wow, I'm very close to him. Yeah, like I said, Gino is actually one of the cats that I was actually directly involved in fixing. And Faithless Ozzy is doing fantastically. We're still trying to find him a forever home, but all in due course. Hey, G. But yeah, I actually think back when I fixed Gino, can I get some pets? Yeah, yeah. Hey, G. You remember I'm the guy who took your balls? Yeah, yeah. Sniff. I like this progress. Let's go. Good boy, G. Do you remember me? Yeah. The last day you had testicles, you were in my car. Well, like, yeah, I actually recall, if I recall correctly, I actually did one of my earliest live streams. Was actually I did a live of going to Fix Nation to pick this dude up. Hey, dude, you're all right. Here you go, dude. Yeah. He does indeed look well. Gino. Well, you know what's funny? It seems like Fats likes to punk Gino. What's this? I don't know. Don't care. Still no Big V. That's a little worrisome. But yeah, hey, I got pets from Gino. That's cool. Here you go, Big G. Okay, or here you go, Fats. There we go. Yeah, Faithless. I'm gonna have to look into that furball farm, and I also need to like recontact the viewer of mine who lives in Canada who works because there's a Canadian. Uh, yeah, I tend to think so too, Silvana. I think he got spooked by something. It's either that or it's just he doesn't like being out this late at night, um, or a combination thereof. Either way, um, unfortunately, he decided not to grace us with his presence today, which is not great. But you know, like I say, it's not the end of the world. We got Gino and Fats, which is pretty good. I got my first ever pets on Gino, which is great. That actually makes him the second cat after Marble Cat been that I fixed and that now allows. Actually, no, that's a lie because it's not the second. It's far from the second because I also am responsible for fixing Charlie the cat, who also allows pets, and I also fixed Sunny and Sully who live with me, who also allow pets. So, but yeah, Gino, and Marble Cat were some of the first like cats that still live out on the streets, unfortunately, but that's where they live. Um, that like, am I making? I hope I'm making sense right now. Like I I got them fixed, and now they allow pets to the man who fixed them. Well, I didn't fix them. I got them fixed. They don't need fixing because they're perfect just the way they are. Am I right? Gino! Yeah, Faithless. I've actually had that happen a few times, unfortunately. Like you guys see Tatiana, the calico, but what you don't know is that before I even started making the vids, there were actually two other younger calicos, and they unfortunately have they've probably shuffled off their mortal coil, unfortunately, which sucks. But you know, they never allowed pets, and there was like I don't, you know, I'd be very upset if I never saw Big V again because I feel like him along with Fats and Marble Cat have like some of the best chances of adoption. And now that I see that Gino's making good, well, and also Charlie the cat, which you guys don't see Charlie as much anymore because it's very hard to film him right now, and like I can never be sure if he's going to be there or not. Not to mention other people take care of that colony and do a very good job of taking care of it. So I feel less of a requirement to go there every day I go feed the cats. Um, Although every now and then I stop by just to remember Charlie, just to make sure Charlie remembers me. Especially considering my foster cat Sunny and Sully are Charlie's last litter. Hey G, nah, Fats is gone. I don't know where he went, but he's gone. Oh no, he's over there. Don't trip. Eat as much as you want to your heart's content. Get fat and happy. Although I'm not gonna lie, looking at G over here. Yeah, in retrospect, Faithless, I wasn't sure. I'm not in like I think it was Mage, but in retrospect, I'm not sure if it was like true sarcoptic mange or if it was just if it was just an overly aggressive reaction to fleas because a lot of his like a lot of his symptoms subsided. Yeah, something like that. A lot of his symptoms subsided once he got fewer fleas. But yeah, all right, Mr. Fats. Hello, Mr. Banker RBLX, bro. It's day. Nah, man, it's night. It's very much nighttime. That's. Do me a favor, dude. If you see Napoleon, say hi to me. Or, well, I think that's also true for for Faithless and Elijah and for Pocket Woman. That is also true that it is daytime at the moment, but it's okay. In this neck of the woods, it's very much midnight, and as a matter of fact, it's almost 1 a.m. It's 12:55 right now. You know what? On a whim, we're early evening in Ostland. All right, my car's looking very sexy. Incoming fats. 2:41 p. So yeah. So like Gina said, Mr. Banker, where's your country, my friend? Oh yeah. See your daylight saving. Daylight. Oh, India. Cool, dude. Friggin' what the shit is this? Um, I'm actually just gonna walk back really quickly to the main colony. Nice to see you. I've actually been very lucky to like be gaining something of an audience right now in India just because I've been doing these streams so late at night in the United States that it's a good time for people in India and Oceania to be watching. So yeah, and hey, I'm not complaining. Like wherever my viewing audience comes from, I will take them as I get them, you know, and love them one and all. Perhaps unsurprisingly, when I'm gone, all the cats have scattered into the hinterlands. Do I play Roblox? No, I'm sorry, man. I'm a little too old for Roblox. Uh, I'm part of the millennial generation, so we didn't really do Roblox. We did what did the millennials do? We did Pokemon. We did Pokemon Go. I didn't really do that shit either, but yeah, I feel like my generation was more Pokemon and Pokemon Go and all those trading here. Let me flip it around so y'all can see how old I am. I'm a geezer, bro. Not actually, but like yeah, like I feel like the game like like yeah, I feel like millennials like yeah, we do whatchamacallit. We do Pokemon Go. We did I feel like people my age did a shit like I know this isn't really like excuse me, the same like massive world building thing that like Roblox and Pokemon Go would be, but like I feel like people my age did a shit ton of Temple Run 2 and like stuff like that. Like Temple Run 2, 2048. What other like phone mobile games were like super popping? Um, yeah, Temple Run, 2048. Uh, what else? In the interim while I was away, this bully of a cat, Candy Crush. Yes. Where did you chase Gino to? He was there eating and now he's not. Where did you chase him? Oh yeah, Subway Surfers. Okay, yeah, Snake's a bit older. I do remember the Nokia 3310 games. Well, it was Snake and what was the other one? Space Invaders or something like that? Was it Space Invaders? Oh my god, I need a haircut too. Um Snake. Did any speaking of games that millennials play, did anybody actually beat 2048? I did. actually. Took me a long time, but I did. Fats does want me to take him home. Dude, you cannot be kitty number 9. There cannot be a kitty number 9. I was at capacity with Sonny and Sully, and then I took in little Ozman because he was just too freaking cute. But no, you're staying out here. You're healthy. You're in good shape. And you're a good boy. How old am I? I am 21 plus. I'm old enough to drink legally and rent cars at an affordable rate. I'm in my 30s, my guy. You see, you guys are trying to like lead me into wickedness, and I'm trying to like be better about that. No, shit. Besides, if we're picking up Cat 9, shouldn't it be Big V at this point, not Fats? Fats is doing well. This colony doesn't bother him. I'm sure Roblox was like made. I'm just saying that I didn't play that shit growing up. Sorry. Like, to be honest with you, like, and now I'm just driving home, so now we're just schmoozing. But Roblox came out in 2002. All right, here's the thing though. In 2002, I was 10 years old. It was the immediate aftermath of 9/11 in the United States. All we did was just engage in Islamophobia. We didn't really care about Roblox. We were just like, bomb Iran, bomb Iran, bomb Iran. Anyways, but yeah, in 2002, first off, I was in Orthodox Jewish day school, which was crap, in case you were curious. But yeah, my parents didn't let me have cable. They didn't let me have video games. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, Elijah. We're still engaging in a bunch of Islamophobia. Not great. Yeah, 2002. I had just turned. I was 10. But yeah, I remember those times. Like you gotta realize that for people my age who are from America, like 9/11 was such a, I mean, for all Americans, but especially for people who were like coming of age in that period of time. 9/11. No, I'm 33, my guy. 33. I said I'm 21 plus because it's a joke because I'm old enough to drink. But yeah, like 9/11 was just such a sea change in all Americans and the world's life, but like especially for like when you were young, because it was just like the next 10 years where you were coming of age just were absolutely colored by 9/11. And of course, you know, and then of course after 9/11 it was the 2008 recession. That's why being a millennial American is simply fantastic. But yeah, like in the same way that a lot of boomers like pivotal in, like experience would have been Vietnam and like draft and whatnot, but like yeah, or like a lot of Xers, I don't know. I'm not a Gen Xer, but I'm yeah. Nine. You know what's crazy is that like literally less than a month before 9/11, I was visiting my grandparents in New York, and my mom and I literally went to the World Trade Center. to do some stuff with to do the have a good one, Mr. Banker. Stay safe. Hope to see you again soon. But yeah, and P Dubs, what you say is 100% true. I mean, what's the famous quote about when? No, Gina, you're just finally able to collect on Social Security. For me, I'm just hoping there's money in the system by the time I'm old enough to collect. But yeah. I mean, Silvana, you're from that neck of the woods. It must have been, it's crazy. I mean, I did a brief. I mean, for those of y'all who caught my brief live stream where I actually briefly live streamed from my parents' house and showed you all the room I grew up in, you know that in that room there's a poster from the New York MTA showing the Jamaica Wildlife um, Refuge, and in the poster there's the Twin Towers, and I'm like, that ought to give you, yeah. But it's crazy. But yeah, to P Dub's statement, what's the famous quote about when the power of love outweighs the love of power, the world will know peace? I think that's a very prescient. Um, that's crazy, Gina. You know what? You know what's even more crazy? At the Orthodox Jewish day school that I went to during 9/11, they just made school optional. So like, I actually went to school that day, and like, they didn't lock it down because it was the United. It was you know. Um, but yeah, we just I just remember that day just spending the entire time of like class just playing tic-tac-toe with my peers, because that's all we did all day. And then I got home and I wanted to watch TV, and like I said, I didn't have cable growing up. So when I say I wanted to watch TV, I wanted to watch PBS Kids. Like, give me my friggin', like, I don't know, Dragon Tales was in the morning, but like, give me what was on at night at that time? Give me Liberty's Kids. I think that was the show that I would wanted to watch or whatever. And I want to watch it, of course, like every adult in the country at the time. My parents were glued to the news, and they just kept playing those impacts over and over and over. It was horrible. The whole thing was horrible, and I think the world. I think there was a certain optimism and innocence in the 90s where it was just, there's no more, the Cold War is over, communism has fallen, Russia could be our friend, you never know, Boris Yeltsin and what have you, and that whole innocence, it's just gotten really foggy outside. Hold on one second. It's like driving through a Smashing Pumpkins music video right now. Despite my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Yeah. Side note, y'all, I love it when LA gets foggy because it's just spooky moody. Yeah, it's pretty foggy. Good thing my fog lamps work very well. What y'all can't see is, you see that glow up on the top? That says, there we go, Comcast, NBC, Universal, but it's hidden in the fog. Universal City! Universal Studios! All right, hold on, I gotta switch back to me so y'all don't know exactly where I am. Or, not so much where I am, but exactly what my off-ramp is. I'm sure some of y'all have already figured that out, but just please don't put that on blast. Do me a favor. But yeah, it's pretty foggy, and this dip, like this brief dip that is Universal Studios. Oh yeah, definitely don't. Or like, what's the dash cam drivers of America? Yeah, that's why my that's why while I am streaming, my primary I'm not necessarily making eye contact with the camera at all times because my primary goal is to safely get myself home and to say hi to Kitty Catos. All right. But yeah, I think that reflection on 9/11 should be a fairly decent way to end it. Um, you know, if I can say anything, it's that um, I think everybody in the aftermath of 9/11 was highly Islamophobic in ways. Um, and just to clarify, the people who did 9/11 were religious fundamentalists, and when you're a religious fundamentalist of any religion, I think you suck. Not gonna lie. Um, you know, I mean, look, the you know, um, what's his face? The guy who did the you know people in Waco were also fundamentalists. They were just not Islamic fundamentalists. The guy who did the bombing in Atlanta in 1986, I can't remember his name, but he also bombed a bunch of abortion clinics. He was also a fundamentalist. Fundamentalism is something that is never something to co-sign, but we should always be wary about being phobes. You know, whether it's homophobia, Islamophobia, transphobia, you should, you know, you know, and like I said, this is not to say that we should excuse people doing bad things. Like if a Muslim person is doing bad things, he should be he she or they should be criticized as such. But they shouldn't be criticized simply Muslim. The same way when an Israeli does bad things, you should criticize them. But maybe you shouldn't criticize who they are. Unless it's Bibi Netanyahu, then you can criticize him any way, shape, or form, and I don't care. In fact, I'll join in on the criticism. Fuck that guy. Yeah. And also, what's up, Julian? How's it going, man? But yeah, yeah. You know, speaking of all circuits are busy, my dad was on the phone. Yes, I went and visited my parents yesterday. My dad was on the phone with Social Security and I shit you not, 80 minutes on hold. 80 minutes. I literally told my dad, I'm like, can't you do the thing where they were you join the queue and they call you back? Nope. Apparently not. Which would lead me to two things. Number one, the government shutdown's got to freaking come to a close if they can't even freaking have a queue system for the Social Security Department when you got to call in. Yep, I can believe it. So number one, you got to end this friggin' shutdown. I mean that's my political commentary for this thing. You got to end the friggin' shutdown. It's gone on far too long. But the other thing is, I think it's kind of pathetic that the Social Security Administration doesn't have a I'm sorry, but we are the richest country in the world. I know we're not funding anything right now because we have no money because the government's closed. Yeah, or I don't think they fire the. It's a mess and yeah, I don't know, Faithless. I'm not gonna lie. I don't love the UK government, but they seem a bit better put together than what we're doing. Like I think Starmer is just kind of like a warm body by the looks of him. But like, I'd rather have someone who's just a warm body who's actively destroying the country that I live in and love. You know, not that either choice is particularly great, but like, you know, between two pieces of shit, I'll choose the shiny or less smelly one. Is all I'm saying. Um, yes, let's wear zero reflective clothing and walk drunkenly in the middle of the street. Bunch of fucking Nimrods. Meow, meow. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know what? Hold on. We're about to lose service because I'm going into my parking garage. But I think it's because of this. Now, we're just gonna say hi to the cats on a night, and I really desperately so well. But yeah, if you disagree with my, sorry folks, I lost the live there for a second. I don't know what happened, but yeah, Fred is here. Ben is also here. I didn't even see him in first, but yeah, P-Dubs, if you're here, I hope you're still here. Everybody who hasn't met him, this is Ozzy. He's the most recent rescue. Hey. Ozzy man. Welcome back, Mr. Banker. I've made it home. This is my latest rescue. His name's Ozzy. Hey. Hey, Weesh. So, like, seriously, do we, like, people, is this cat a Torby? Like, is this black and orange? Is this cat a Torby? What's up, Mr. Banker? Hello, Ozman. Yeah, it's tough for me to tell Silvana, and also because the dude is a man, and we all know like 1 in 10,000 torties are males. So, if he is a male tortie, what a catch, number one, and how exceptionally rare. But like, it's so hard to tell. I might have to go to the vet and be like, I sorry, folks. But yeah, I was actually talking with my mom yesterday, and I basically said, I'm married to the kitties. Yeah, I basically said, look, I think I need to go to the vet and ask him. First off, oh no, the thing is, Faithless is with consent, obviously, but like I have felt Ozzy's trouble puffs, so I can confirm that he is indeed an man, or at least a hermaphrodite, because if he is a male tortie, he's XXY probably. Um, to answer your question, Mr. Banker, no. Audio back. I think I hit the wrong button. My bad, y'all. All right, yeah, I think I'm still getting used to these newer ones, and they're very sensitive to accidentally hitting the power button. It seems. All right, let's go say hi to Baby Blue really quickly upstairs. Oh yeah, that's Mr. Fred. He's yeah, Faithless. In case you didn't know, Fred and Emily were my first two cats. Me and my ex-girlfriend, we adopted them together as a bonded pair. Because they're litter mates. So I've had them for the longest time. I've had them since they were 8 weeks old, and they're both 4 now. Gonna be 5 next February. Fred is AKA the baby boy. The baby boy. Fred's spot is wherever Fred wants to be. But yeah, Fred is also my first experience with the cat distribution system, because like I said last time I mentioned this, initially me and my ex were only going to adopt Emily, and then we, on the way to the shelter, because these two are shelter pets, on the way to the shelter I was discussing with my ex, and we were like, hey, there, because the picture on the shelter website had them both in the same photo. So I'm like, hey, do you think we should adopt Fred in addition to Emily? And she said, yeah. So we went to the shelter. Yeah. So we went to the shelter and we said, hey, to sign the paperwork for Emily. And we were like, hey, if he's still available, we'll take Fred too. And the people at the shelter said, well, no, actually, sorry. Fred is scheduled to be adopted tomorrow. And so me and my ex said, well, all right, we understand. Well, if that falls through, give us a call and we'll take Fred. And then the next day, my first experience with the cat distribution system, somebody from the shelter called me and said, hey, the people scheduled to adopt Fred, they never showed up. Do you want him? Hell yes, I want Fred. Yeah. You got to cover with the blankets, because you can wash the blankets easy. Washing the chairs is less easy. Ozzy man, weesh oh weesh. All right, let's go say hi to Baby Blue, and then we're gonna call the stream. Le yawn, le tired. Hey, I appreciate the cat distribution system. It's been very nice to me, Faithless, and to all of us. I think if you've got 14 cats, I think the cat distribution system is helping you out big time. Baby Blue. Oops, sorry, Baby Blue. It's not me. It's little Ozman over here, engaging in buffoonery. All right, bye, Saul. Sully is my most nervous cat. Oh, Silvana, that Bowie reference is sending me. I'm Bowie. Okay. Uns, ties, feet times I'm 80. Yeah. Hey, sun girl. What's this? Exactly, faithless, or alternatively, when you're in your situation, you're like me, you're like, well, I can't let them stay on the streets anymore. They're coming home with me until I can find them a forever home. And then like I don't find them a forever home. Ozzy man, we're gonna let you use the bathroom in peace. Baby blue, little baby blue. Little baby blue. Same, Silvana. If I had a house rather than an apartment, I'd take every single one of the. Here's the two babies, baby blue and baby boy. The babies. But yeah, if I had my own house, Big B would be at home with me. Fats would be at home with me. Friggin' Marble Cat, they'd all be here with me. But same, faithless. I'm in a similar situation where like to have this many cats, I cannot by any stretch of the imagination get a lease because most houses or sorry, most apartments in LA only allow 2 pets. And I'm accidentally hit the mute button. As I was gonna say, I was like, oh yeah, oh sorry, I accidentally hit the mute button. But I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, I'm lucky because most of my guys, like, if somebody named not me comes in this house, you're only get the only cats you're gonna see are Ben and Fred. Um, everyone else will hide. But like, yeah, like, but yeah, like there's like if I had to go like get a new property and like ask the property manager and the property management people are like, so how many pets do you have? 8 right now. Um, no, they'll be like, no, no home for you. And I'll be like, understandable, honestly, understandable. But if I be like 3, they'll be like, okay, pay us $50 a month per pet. Yeah. So that's where I'm lucky is that of the 8 in this house, only 2 of them will actually make their presence known, which is great because yeah, because like yeah, I got Ben and Fred. Excuse me, I got Ben and Fred. Everybody else is doing a hidey hide. What's also kind of funny is the 3 cats I pay for are are the 3 cats I moved in to the apartment I had at the time. So it's Fred, it's Emily, and it's my dearly departed senior cat, Tuli. May she rest in peace. But Ben is not on the lease. Baby Blue is obviously not on the lease. Ben's not on the lease. Luisa's not on the lease. The kittens are not on the lease. It's Fred, Emily, and Tuli. May she rest in peace. Anyways, I just looked at the clock on my phone. Indeed, rip Tuli. Rest. But you know what? Tuli lived to 15. She lived a good long life. And she lived a lot of those years outside because she wasn't always mine. So yeah, big ups to Tuli. And and I do think there's not a perfect correlation, but when Tuli passed is when I really kicked into high gear, helping the street cats. So I do a lot of the things I do because of Tuli. So big shouts out to Tuli. In other news, Bayless has got to go to work. P-Dubs had to go to sleep. I'm sure everybody else is going to sleep. It's 1:30 in the morning for me, and I've had a nice long day of work already. I'm going to pick a lock or two off camera, Elijah, and then I'm going to go to sleep. So thanks to everybody for hanging out with me. Continue being awesome. Don't be Islamophobic. And keep helping them kitty cats, because they end up like this. Absolute floofers. Baby Blue says goodnight. Ben says goodnight. And little Aussie man says butt sniff. And goodnight. Bye all. Bye.